I'm Rich DeMarco with the Army Football Report. Coming up in just a moment, we'll talk with Army junior safety Geoffery Bacon. But up first, here's clips from Army head coach Rich Ellerson's news conference previewing Saturday's game on the road at Ball State.
It was good to get a win. That's ancient history for us now. We're using the extra day, a little bit more preparation. We'll catch up on our legs at the end of the week. Had our traditional Tuesday practice this morning. So we're, again, guys are reasonably healthy and excited to play and working hard. You know, again, you're an option offense. Your opponent's going to decide a little bit who gets to touch the ball. You know, and they were clearly trying to keep us from getting the ball pitched. Ball State, they do a great job of coaching. Those guys they're a veteran outfit. They know their offense. They know their defense. Certainly they will adjust for us, just as we've adjusted. You know, we're not quite the same team they saw late last year. So they're going to look at us and they'll make some adjustments, and we're looking at them and we're trying to complement, you know, who we are. And but we're not going to leave our offense and our defense for them, and they won't for us. The skill they have at receiver and experience skill. These guys have clearly practiced together. They're all on the same page. They don't have a receiver that you can say, boy, if we just take him away, we'll be okay. It's just not that way. So you're going to have to, and they do a great job as signal callers, because it's not first and 10 is not a run down for them. You know, it's a second and third and long is not necessarily a throwing down. You know, they're not gonna they're not afraid to run the ball when everybody thinks you're supposed to throw it, and vice versa. The bar is very high, obviously, but that's, as we mentioned earlier, that was one of our major pushes in the off season. We said that we have an opportunity to take a giant step forward in the mental game, and the mental game would, if we got that right, it would be reflected, would manifest itself, and that the ball would not be on the ground. We would have 0 procedural penalties, and we would have great assignment fidelity. That's not to say no penalties, but procedural penalties, and we were fortunate to have no penalties.
That's Army head coach Rich Ellerson. The Black Knights take on Ball State coming up Saturday afternoon, joined by Army junior safety Geoffery Bacon. And Jeff, you come off the win on Friday night against Morgan State in the home opener, and another tough opponent coming up Saturday on the road at Ball State.
Yes, sir. You know, it's good to get the win. We celebrated that night, but then the next day we forgot about it. You know, now we're getting ready for Ball State.
New position for you, but same statistics. You led the team in tackles last year as a linebacker. You moved to the backside, led them in tackles on Friday night. How was it out on the field in game action playing the safety position?
It was great. You know, that was my first time getting to do it like in the real setting. You know, that's what I've been waiting for. You know, the coaches, they helped me out. They prepared me, so I felt good. You know, I got a lot of reaction against the run this week. Hopefully, you know, I get to see a lot of reaction towards the pass.
Keith Wenning, the quarterback of Ball State, a prolific thrower. You've seen him as a linebacker playing. Now back at safety, what do you need to watch out for? What are the keys this defense is going to have to do to help contain him?
Patience. You know, we need that D-line. We need them to make plays behind their line of scrimmage. In the secondary, we can't bite on play action. We have to be disciplined, and we have to let the front seven, you know, do their job, make tackles. You know, we'll make tackles need be, but we rather have to make them to win this pass, and we don't want to have to make them doing running. You know, if we have to, we will, but we don't want to.
You came out Friday night, picked up the victory against Morgan State. What kind of momentum, what kind of confidence does that give a team when you come back on Monday at practice and you're out there hitting, knowing you're 1-0?
You know, it gives us a lot of confidence. You know, it just lets us know we can win. You know, and that's the attitude we need to have. We need to expect to win. Every game we play, doesn't matter who our opponent is. You know, we wanted to play Morgan State like they were the #1 team in the nation. Now it's time to play Ball State like they're the #1 team in the nation.
Well, Jeff, we appreciate a couple of minutes. Best of luck coming up on Saturday on the road at Ball State.
Thank you.
That's Army junior safety Geoffery Bacon joining us here on the Army Football Report. It's Army at Ball State coming up on Saturday afternoon, a game you can listen to across the Army Sports Network. With the Army Football Report for Night Vision, I'm Rich DeMarco.